Hello and thank you for joining us here today. My name is Michael O'Sullivan and I work at University College Cork with the International Office, and I'm delighted to speak to you today about University College Cork and give you a brief overview of our university. So UCC was founded in 1845. UCC is a comprehensive research-intensive institution comprising of 4 academic colleges, delivering a rich tradition in collaborative teaching, research and scholarship that has a true global impact. UCC is one of Ireland's oldest institutions of higher education. Our historic campus is situated in a UNESCO learning city and a global tourist destination, and serves a community that is both local and global. UCC is the leading Irish university for industry collaboration and is the leading Irish university for seeking and securing investment in research and development. Several leading Irish research centres and institutes are based here at UCC. So some information on our rankings. UCC is ranked 8th in the world for impact as measured by the THE World University Impact Rankings 2021. This is an evidence-based ranking. UCC is now in the top 100 in the world out of 1,115 institutions with a score of 96 for its work on the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals. UCC is the top Irish university for industry collaboration. Separately, UCC's 106 million overall investment in research makes us the leading university with regard to actively seeking and securing investment in research and development. UCC is the top 3rd level institute in Ireland for graduate employability along UL and NUIG, scoring 98 out of 100 in the most recently published Sunday Times league table. UCC is ranked 8th in the world for sustainability, as measured by the UI Green metric, meeting our needs without compromising the ability of future generations to meet theirs. UCC is the top Irish university for highly cited researchers, as measured by the prestigious Shanghai ranking for global universities. 13 of the 32 of the world's highest cited researchers in Ireland are based here at UCC. So a little bit about the Cork City region. So the Cork City region has a population of just over 500,000. 50% of the Cork population is under 35 years of age, so it's a very young population. We're Ireland's 2nd city region, located on the south coast of Ireland, and direct access to EU markets. And we are ideally situated between the USA and the Asia Pacific markets. So we almost see ourselves as a pivot globally between those 2 markets. And it's just 1.5 hours from Dublin by train or car. So in Ireland, there's over 170 overseas companies that call Cork their home. Multicultural workforce from over 100 different countries. A strong track record of successful international investment and reinvestment. And these investors employ over 38,000 people in the region. So within these companies, there's some strong clusters of activity. So in particular, ICT, pharma, cybersecurity, energy, financial services, maritime and agri-food are particularly strong in the region. These industry clusters are supported by world-class research groups and centres of excellence. So an example I'll give here is Dell have their European headquarters here based in Cork, but also their global centre of excellence is based here in Cork. So when a new initiative or a product is developed, it's tested here and then rolled out globally. And then UCC will collaborate on a lot of that research and within that centre of excellence. We're Ireland's 2nd centre for financial services, and we would collaborate with Dublin on a number of initiatives. Life science clusters spans the pharmaceutical, biopharma and medical device sectors. And in addition, over 50 global tech companies in manufacturing and services have a base here in Cork. Now, looking at more cultural activities, so Cork voted the third friendliest city in the world in Condé Nast. A very strong pro-business environment, collaborative interagency partnerships. And what I mean there is that the university collaborates with local government, which in turn collaborates with industry to create a very thriving, competitive landscape here in Cork. We have a thriving startup community and entrepreneurial spirit. And also Cork was voted #1 for business friendliness in 2019. So this picture just gives you a snapshot of our campus, our beautiful green campus. It's based in the west side of the city, so it's a city-based campus. So there's a 15-minute walk from the main gates of the campus into the city centre and the central business district. The majority of our faculties and services are on one single campus that you can see in this picture. And then we have a number of satellite campuses as well. So for example, our School of Architecture and our School of Physiotherapy is based in the city centre. And again, just a 15-minute walk from the main campus. So a quick snapshot and a helicopter view of the stats around our university. So we have 22,500 registered students each year. Of that 22,500, 70% are undergraduate, 20% postgraduate, and 10% adult and continuing education. Of the 22,500 students, over 4,000 are classed as international students from over 104 countries. So a very diverse campus, and then that mirrors the diversity that exists in Cork City. Supporting these students are over 3,000 academic, research and professional staff. And we're very proud to say that in our over 170-year history, we have produced over 200,000 alumni, and they are worldwide and continue to be fantastic advocates for UCC. As I mentioned, UCC is the #1 university for research income, with an annual income of 106 million for research purposes. Very broad spectrum of degree programs with over 250 degrees on offer. And we're very proud of our Top 50 award for European teaching and learning. So it's a very comprehensive university, and we're made up of 4 distinct colleges. So there's arts and social sciences, business and law, science, engineering and food science, and medicine and health. Now, within each of these 4 colleges, there are various schools. And here you can see the breadth and the full spectrum of disciplines that are on offer at University College Cork. This is not the full comprehensive list. It just reflects the majority of schools that would have an international flavour and international student enrolment. So whether it's psychology, arts and politics in arts and humanities, finance, management and marketing, and business information systems in business and law, pharmacy, nursing, public health in our College of Health, and then in science, data science, computing science and engineering. These would be the schools with the most in-demand and popular programs. So supporting our students, we understand that career trajectory is really important for students once they graduate. So we have a fully comprehensive support team here at UCC, supporting students with their onward journey once they graduate. And that looks like employability, placement and advice through the journey of a student at UCC. So within those services, some key points to note that there's one-to-one appointments with career consultants, a part-time job and graduate board that is updated frequently, AI CV review tool and AI practice interview tool. So supporting students produce the best CV for the specific role that they're applying for. and also help them with interview practice so that they're presenting the best version of themselves for each role that they're applying for. We offer a Microsoft Career Coach and LinkedIn learning training. And also we give students the opportunity to meet employers at our fair and networking events. There's over 120 employers attend the UCC Careers Fair each year. So it's a fantastic opportunity for students who are currently studying, who will graduate this year or next year, for them to have an opportunity to meet with future employers. And then we have online learning spaces to support your professional development as you go through your studies here at UCC. So more about the career services support. So over 90% of our programs offer placements internationally and nationally, and that's either through organised work placements, placements with civil society organisation, or through the Erasmus Plus programme. Many UCC programs are accredited by regulatory and/or professional bodies. This process gives UCC students an additional mark of assurance that the program they are designed to meet the higher standards. Also, as we develop new programs, all new programs at UCC are developed through a thorough and considered two-stage process, which takes the input of students, employers, subject experts, and internal and external stakeholders. So they're programs that are reflective of what's happening in the market and future focused. We also recognise that employability is developed through both co- and extracurricular activities. So the Career Services and Skills Centre will support students, the clubs and societies, also supports employability. The entrepreneurship aspect of studying at UCC will support your employability, and also volunteering and peer support all create this co-curricular support for employability. So the UCC Employ Agility Award is a professional skills development programme here at UCC and demonstrates that students have engaged in and developed professional skills through extracurricular activities and work experience, all of which will help to stand out from the crowd when applying for a graduate role and internships. Students can participate in these awards programs by engaging in activities that align with one of the pathways below. So we have an internship pathway, a research pathway, volunteering pathway, student life pathway, and an open pathway. And this is something that can be combined participation of the other pathways. Every participant receives access to a comprehensive suite of career modules hosted on Canvas. And on completion, they receive a digital badge, a certificate, and an award appears on their diploma supplement. So this is a real step up and for students to make them more employable once they graduate. I have a motto here at UCC, which is work ready, world ready. And employment and progression rates at UCC graduates are at record high levels, and with over 90% progression rate into employment or further study. Obviously supported by our own careers support team here at UCC, and also then by the National Graduate Visa Scheme, which offers a 1-year stay back for undergraduate students and a 2-year stay back for postgraduate students. So it's not all about sports, and it's not all about study, and there is an opportunity for students to enjoy themselves through sports and societies. We have 53 clubs and 106 societies here on campus. So entry requirements into our programs are country specific, and each country is listed by region on our international admissions page. Our undergraduate programs are categorized into 3 bands. And then our postgraduate qualifications, we consider qualifications that are equivalent to what we call a 2H1 and a 2H2. And you may be familiar with these. If not, there's more information on the link on this screen. We also offer a foundation year, an international foundation year for students who need support before direct entry into UCC, and that's provided through our partner DIFC, and it's an NCUK award. We have a English language centre here on campus, and they support students ahead of coming in order to achieve certain proficiencies. All of our international students are required to present an English language certificate, and you can see we accept a number of certificates to prove the proficiency that you hold. And the English Language Centre can support students before they enrol, during their programs, and also post-graduation if they feel they need additional support. We also have students that come in just to study English language, in addition or apart from a degree programme. So just a very brief slide on fees and expenses. So on average, our programmes, the tuition fees are 15,000 to 22,000 euro per year, and for living expenses, we would recommend between 10,000 and 12,000 euro per year. So there are scholarships available for international students, and these scholarships are merit-based. So depending on the award that you're presenting with, whether it's from high school entering into an undergrad program, or from a bachelor's going into a master's program, whatever your award is. So if you're coming in with a high GPA, then that's reflected in a higher scholarship. So it's merit-based. And again, there's a full page dedicated to our scholarships at UCC, and the link is on this slide here as well. So UCC is available on the usual social media channels, so please follow and interact with UCC on those channels. And if you've got any specific questions for me, my email address is here, and you can contact me directly. But thank you very much for your time today, and we do hope to see you in Cork at UCC in the future. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Welcome to the second Study in Ireland Fair 2022. I am Kiko, the representative of UCD Global Team for Asia Pacific. Today, I am going to introduce to you University College Dublin, Ireland's global university. University College Dublin is one of Europe's largest urban campuses. We have 133 hectares of world-class facilities, modern on-campus residences, and green open spaces to roam and explore. We have over 80 buildings on the campus as well, with 8 kilometers of woodland walk sculpture trail. So we are offering 2 campuses in Dublin. Our main campus is on your left, which is Belfield campus, and another campus is called Blackrock campus. So both of the campuses are just 10 minutes driving distance away. UCD is also the largest and most international public university in Ireland, and have educated half of the island's prime ministers in the past. And currently we are ranked overall second university in Ireland, with programs across 37 different subject areas within the top 200 in the world as well. So speaking from international outlook, we have the most international students. In total, we have 33,000 student population on campus, with more than 8,000 of international students. We are currently working with more than 400 exchange partner universities within 89 countries, and 42% of our staff are coming from an international background. I would like to share with you that UCD is currently ranked on the top 200 in the world by the QS ranking, and we have proudly ranked #1 in Ireland for graduate employability for 5 consecutive years since 2018 until 2022 by the QS ranking. 95% of UCD graduates have moved into employment or further education within 6 months. So what you can do on the campus, we have more than 56 sports clubs, 80 active societies, and also the dedicated international student society. Other than that, there are more and more supports and services, for example, career development center, health service center, libraries, and more. So what we have at UCD, we are offering more than 70 bachelor degrees, more than 290 postgrad studies, and structured PhD programs. So in total, we have 6 colleges and 38 schools on the campus that includes social sciences and law, business, arts and humanities, engineering and architecture, health and agriculture, science. And these are the subjects are the leading one in the country. So I would like to mention to you that veterinary medicine is ranked at the top 50 in the world by the QS subject ranking. And also 6 subjects under natural science, 3 subjects from arts and humanities, 3 subjects coming from engineering and technology, and also another 6 subjects coming from social sciences and management. So how we offer both of the undergraduate and graduate top programs. Generally, undergraduate programs will need to complete within 3 to 4 years' time. And for medicine, you will be usually required to study around 5 to 6 years period. So UCD bachelor degrees are made up of a number of modules, normally 12 modules a year. So in a year, you'll be required to complete 12 modules that includes 10 core and option modules with another 2 elective modules from within or outside your degree subjects. Well, for graduate top programs, majority of our master programs are offered in 1 year. So within a year of your full-time master degree, you will be required to complete 90 credits, and only a few of them, they are being offered in 2 years period. So for 2 years, full-time master degree, you'll be required to complete 120 credits. Of course, the course structures for each master degrees are very different. So how do you apply? First of all, you can always check the entry requirements on our UCD Global website, and you can just click apply, or you can just go to our UCD application portal, create your account, and submit a new application. So to check your fees and living costs, you can have a detail of information on our global website. For this year, our tuition fee is from range 20,600 euros to 26,400 euros per year. And for living costs, including accommodation, that will be around 14,000 euros per year. So these are the documents that you need to prepare prior to your application. They are academic transcripts, English language tests, score report, CV, 2 references, and personal statement. Our application open every October until July. However, early application is the most recommended because a lot of the hot courses, it will be filled very, very quickly. So to check the entry requirement for the undergraduate students, you should always go to www.ucd.ie/global/study@UCD undergraduate entry requirement website. And for postgrad, generally, we do require students to present a bachelor honors degree with second-class upper, subject to meet all of the prerequisites subjects. by individual course. Of course, again, to emphasize to you that each of the postgrad courses, they may have very different entry requirement. So best to check individual course page. For English language requirement, all of the international students will need to meet the English language requirement. So generally, we do advise students to present a minimum of overall 6.5 with no band lower than 6. For TOEFL requirement, if you are taking IBT, that will be a minimum score of 90 with score of at least 20 in each section. And for those that did not meet English language requirement, UCD does offer pathways as well. So we have pre-sessional programs and pre-master programs. For more information, you can go to our ucd.ie/ALC website to take a look. The most exciting part of this presentation is about our scholarships. We offer very generous amount of scholarships to international students. So there are international student scholarship. We call this as partial scholarship. So this is an automated merit-based scholarship that will be applied on your offer letter. So the value will range 2,000 euros to 10,000 euros, depending on the type of the program. So on top of that, regardless you have been awarded this partial scholarship, you can always apply to our Global Excellence Scholarships, our GES tuition fee scholarship. So every year, we offer a limited numbers of 100% and 50% tuition fee waiver scholarship to students coming from East Asia, including South Korea, and also Southeast Asia region. So this GES scholarship application normally closes by end of March every year. Terms and conditions, you can have a read on our global page scholarship section. So to learn more about UCD, you can always chat with our current students via UniBuddy platform, and also listen to what our students have shared with us. So we are very active on UCD Global YouTube channel as well. So you can hear from them and learn more about how it's like studying and living in Ireland. And we are also very active on social media. Do follow us on social media. We are active on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, as well as TikTok. So I would like to wrap up my presentation by sharing with you this video.
A welcome awaits you in Ireland, where we're famed around the world for our Céad Míle Fáilte, where miles of coastline meet miles of smiles, music, culture and fun, where we even have our own word for fun.
Crack.
Crack.
Crack?
Crack. A welcome awaits you in Dublin, a safe, English-speaking European capital city.
A warm UCD welcome awaits you at University College Dublin, Ireland's global university, based on a large parkland campus in Dublin's Embassy Belt.
The first choice destination for international students in Ireland.
Where the International Student Society is one of the biggest and most active on campus.
Along with over 130 student societies and sports clubs.
So you can really get involved and make friends from all over the world.
Where we debate the world's big issues.
Where your safety is our priority.
Where there's hundreds of acres of space to explore.
And we're committed to giving you the best possible campus learning experience.
Blended with accessible distance learning tools and options.
Where 42% of the faculty are international.
And we foster a mindset of integration of different cultures across campus.
Where a dedicated global experience team is here to help you get started.
And safe, modern residences to make you feel at home.
Where we're all set to give you a Céad Míle Fáilte.
Where all that's missing is you. We look forward to welcoming you to your university, University College Dublin.
A welcome awaits you.
Yeah, so thanks for joining me at this second Study in Ireland Fair 2022. If you have more questions, just feel free to contact one of our agent representatives in your country, or you can email directly to us at serviceasia@ucd.ie. Thanks a lot and have a great day.
Speaking to you today from the University of Limerick. It's nice to be included in the second Study in Ireland Fair. Firstly, I'd like to introduce myself. So I'm the Southeast Asia Region Manager for the University of Limerick. And at the University of Limerick, we include Korea in the Southeast Asia region. I'm a graduate of politics, and after that, I was a high school teacher. I taught in a number of schools and a number of international schools in Asia, and where I used to work as a university counsellor. If you need to contact me, my email address is james.sargent@ul.ie. So if you have any further questions that aren't answered by this presentation, please don't hesitate to email me. First of all, I'd like to just show you this photograph of our campus here at the University of Limerick. It's a beautiful green campus. You can see the living bridge there across the River Shannon and the number of trees and green spaces. Now, research shows that being surrounded by green and natural spaces is good for your mental health and helps you to study. So definitely it's an environment where people thrive. So a quick introduction to the University of Limerick. It's a public university in Ireland, which means that it is funded by the Irish government. It's ranked in the top 100 young universities in the world. University of Limerick just turned 50 this year. It has a #1 international student experience in the world. That is a testament to the fact that our students are so happy here on campus. It's ranked in the top 200 universities in the world for career preparation and graduate employability. That's because as a young university, we really focus on making good links with industry, giving students opportunities to learn and be career ready when they come to graduate. Okay, just a quick introduction to Ireland in case anyone isn't sure where Ireland is. So this is the flag of Ireland. It's an English-speaking country within the European Union. It is the fastest growing economy in Europe for the last 5 years and has often been called the Silicon Valley of Europe because of this. There's so many tech companies that are based here in Ireland. It's a centre for excellence for tech, pharma, medical and other industries. And the cost of education here in Ireland is lower than in other English-speaking countries such as the UK, the USA, Australia or Canada. Now, I know lots of people are interested to hear how Ireland is dealing with COVID. It's really affected everyone's life in the world over the last 2 years. Well, in Limerick, we resumed on-campus teaching in September. And life has more or less returned to normal in Limerick. Why is that? Because over 95% of adults in Ireland are now vaccinated, and it's really been one of the most comprehensive vaccine rollouts in the whole world. And that means that life is starting to feel quite normal once again. If you're a student at the University of Limerick, you have access to free vaccines and COVID testing whenever you're here. And that's one of the key ways that our university has responded to the pandemic. Now, location-wise, Limerick is in the west of Ireland. It's the third largest city in Ireland, so it has about 150,000 inhabitants, so it's a small city, but our university is of a fair size. There's 17,000 students at our university, 3,000 of whom are international students. Our university is 30 minutes away from Shannon Airport and about 2 hours away from Dublin Airport. So often when students are travelling to the university from Asia, if they often will transfer flights in the Middle East and then fly to Dublin and then get the bus directly to Limerick. Alternatively, sometimes students will fly directly to London and then it's just a 1-hour flight to Shannon Airport, our local airport. The campus in the city, as I said earlier, the campus is very, very green. It's a suburban campus, so it's just on the outskirts of the city. It's got award-winning parkland. It's voted best for student experiences, and all the student accommodation, teaching facilities and social life all revolve around this campus in the suburbs of Limerick. Outside of our campus, there are a number of other further education colleges and universities in the cities, which means that 1/3 of the population of Limerick is under 24 years old, which means that the city is a very vibrant place to live and to study. Now, one of the best things about the University of Limerick is the number of clubs and societies. We have a 50-metre swimming pool, we have over 80 clubs and societies, so most of our students will be involved in at least one, if not more, clubs and societies, and that's a really good way for students to get involved, to make friends and to really feel part of the community. Now, our clubs and societies logo, as you can see on the screen now, is the UL wolf, and I think that's a really good way of explaining how important the clubs and societies are, because obviously wolves, they hunt as a pack, don't they? And their strength and their success comes from working together as a team in the pack. And that's really the sort of ethos that we have within our clubs and societies at the university. Now, campus accommodation. There are a number of student villages across the campus. They are, in my opinion, beautiful places to live. Each student gets their own private bedroom and bathroom. They often have a shared living room and kitchen, and costs will vary depending on whether you're in a larger or a smaller accommodation, usually between 5,000 and 7,000 euros a year. Now, University of Limerick is a comprehensive university. It offers a full suite of studies. I'll just highlight a few things that are often popular for international students. There's within science and engineering, engineering is often popular. Computer science and information systems is also a very popular one. Often people are keen on that because there's so many tech companies based here in Ireland, so they want to start their studies in Ireland so that they can settle here and work in the tech industries that are so vibrant in our economy here. Education and health sciences. We have physical education and sports. I talked earlier about the fantastic sports facilities that we have on campus. Law is often a very popular one, and then all of our business courses tend to be very popular, especially amongst international students. Now, the structure of a 4-year bachelor degree at UL works like this. You enter a school in your first year. It's a common entry to the school, and you will have a range of common subjects. You will then declare your major within that school for your second year, where you will pursue your major. And then this is a unique selling point of UL. In the third year, every student will have an 8-month internship. It's a paid internship at a company. Typically, you'll get around about 2,000 euros a month, and it is organised by the university's career team. Now, this is a fantastic opportunity for students to develop their skills in the workplace environment so that they're ready to, after graduate, to really build their career. And then in the final year, the 4th year, when you come back from your internship, you'll complete a research project or a dissertation. After you graduate from a bachelor degree, you have an automatic 1-year visa to stay and work in Ireland. And these are the typical fees. Structure of the programs for master's or postgraduate level. Master's degrees take 1 year typically. You have 2 taught semesters studying your specialist subject, and then after the second semester finishes in about May, then you will focus on your research project or your company internship. The unique selling point here is that you have a 2-year visa to remain in Ireland after you graduate from your postgraduate studies. So lots of students, whilst they don't have the opportunity to do an internship in the one-year programme because it's too short, they will stay behind in Ireland for 2 years and get vital work experience. All courses start in September. Okay, and they're the rough fees for our postgraduate studies. I've included this slide just so you can see the number of very well-known companies that are found in Ireland and that many of our graduates go on to work with. And it is important to realise how strong the Irish economy is. The Irish economy, it was identified by the OECD as one of the least impacted globally by the coronavirus pandemic. Excellent study and work opportunities through the visa scheme whenever you graduate from any Irish university. And you can work part-time during your degree. So many of our students will work at the weekends or in the evenings, often in the service sector. There's a high minimum wage in Ireland, so that can often go towards funding your life whenever you're here. Okay, and it's possible to stay on after you graduate, after you've completed your stay behind visas, and often students, after they've been in Ireland for 5 years after graduation, they will apply for permanent residency. Here's an example of a student, Natrada. She studied an MSc in marketing here at UL. She graduated in 2018, worked with Facebook at the EU headquarters. She's now a quality analyst with TikTok, and she's on her pathway to permanent residency. She's a great example of the sort of student that we have at UL who've come to study and then made their life here in Ireland. So the application process, how can you apply? You apply through our authorised agency. The documents that are required, undergraduate, are a high school transcript, a passport and your relative English qualification. In postgraduate, you have to have your university transcript, your degree certificate, your passport, 2 letters of recommendations, a personal statement and your English qualification. Application fee for all applications is €35, and I'm afraid that there's no fee waivers. And for Korean students, here are the specific entry requirements. Right, so requirements for undergraduate studies. So undergraduate students need a foundation, will enter a foundation program before their degree if they've been in the Korean school system. Entry to the foundation program requires submission of a high school diploma with an average grade of 80% or above, including English, mathematics and another language, or an IELTS score of 5.5 with no less than 5 in any component. Now that's if you've been in a Korean school following the Korean curriculum. If you've been in an international school and you're following the international curriculum, then please do look at our website, because the entrance requirements are different and usually you will be able to enter into year 1. Requirements for postgraduate studies are bachelor degree from a recognised university with a GPA of 3 in the discipline that you are pursuing at postgraduate, and an IELTS score of 6.0 for science and engineering, or 6.5 for business, education and the humanities. Now we do offer scholarships. They're automatic scholarships that are considered at the same time as the application. So it tends to be that the entrance requirements for the scholarship are just a little bit higher than the general entrance requirements, and those scholarships are for €1,500 per year. So that would works out at €6,000 across the course of a 4-year degree programme, and €1,500 if you're in a 1-year master's degree. So in summary, why choose the University of Limerick? It's a fun place. It's very safe on this suburban campus. You will get internships and practical education throughout your education, and we have amazing employment opportunities when you graduate. Our university motto is wisdom through action. Thank you very much for watching my presentation today. It was very nice to give it to you, and please do get in contact if you have any further questions. Thank you and stay safe.
annual Study in Ireland Fair in Seoul, Korea. My name is Harriet Legood and I am joining you today to talk to you about National College of Ireland and the opportunities that we have for you to study at NCI and to work and live in Ireland. You are all here today because you have a dream or an idea to study abroad. So what I want to talk about are the key things that you need to consider and the things you need to research as you start your study abroad journey. Firstly, you need to think about the country and you need to think about a destination that will inspire you to do the very best that you can. You need to choose an institution, a university or a college that will support you throughout your journey. You need to choose a degree that will empower you, that will be interesting, that will also give you the future that you desire when you graduate. And at the end, you need to think about the opportunities that you will have for employment, and you will need a company to employ you, whether that's in Ireland or back home in Korea or another country in the world that you want to work in. So let's look at these 4 key areas, and throughout the next few minutes you will learn useful and interesting information about Ireland, about NCI, and the steps that you need to take to choose NCI as your study destination. So let's firstly talk about Ireland. This is Ireland. You can see that the southern or south part of the country is the Republic of Ireland, and that is where we are based. The northern part of the island is Northern Ireland and is part of Great Britain. Dublin is the capital city. We are part of the European Union or the EU. We have a population of around 5 million people. We use the euro and we speak English. Ireland is considered to be one of the most beautiful countries in the world, and during your time studying in Ireland you will get to explore some really beautiful landscapes and some really interesting, diverse, old and modern cities, including Dublin, which you can see here in this picture. Ireland's culture is rooted in many things, including traditional music, very unique dance, and very ancient sports that are over 3,000 years old, older than the pyramids. But Ireland is also a very modern country and a country that is creating serious impact on the global stage. And let's just look at one example. Let's talk about Google. Google rented office space in Dublin in 2003 and they employed just 100 people. They wanted to see if Ireland was going to be the right place, the right environment for them to establish their EU or their European headquarters. Fast forward to today, 2022, they employ over 8,000 people from over 70 countries speaking 75 different languages. And Google is just one example of many companies, particularly in tech, in finance, in financial services, that have chosen Ireland and specifically Dublin as their European base. And from this, we have created a seriously fast-paced and successful economy that international students can get to enjoy as part of the stay-back visas offered by the government. Ireland is now home to over 1,200 leading multinational companies. We are home to over 900 software development companies. We're the #1 destination for US tech companies. We have over 430 financial services companies, including 20 of the top 25 global institutions. And this is really interesting, we have the 4th highest international workforce in Europe. That means that over 16% of people working in Ireland come from outside Ireland. So it's a fantastic environment for international graduates to start their career and to get some fantastic and very valuable working experience. So you can see, for such a small country, Ireland has a huge amount to offer you. The second thing to consider when you're thinking about studying abroad is the institution or the university that you're going to study in. And you want to ensure that you are choosing somewhere that's going to not just give you a great academic degree, but also somewhere that will support you through every step of your journey from application through to graduation. I want to talk to you today about National College of Ireland. We were established just over 70 years ago in 1951. We are a government-funded and also a not-for-profit institution. So we are neither public nor private, we're somewhere in the middle. We have around 6,000 students and they come from 80 different countries around the world. So we have a very diverse, very interesting student body. We have a focus on practical education and we focus on areas such as IT, business, psychology and education, and we'll talk through the programs that we offer in a few minutes. At NCI we offer 3 or 4 year honours bachelor degrees, we offer 1 year master's degree programs and we have a 1 year higher diploma program. All of the programs offered at NCI are eligible for the graduate stay-back or the graduate work visa so that you can remain in Ireland when you graduate. NCI has a focus on excellence. All of our degrees are globally recognised, and as I mentioned, we have a focus on practical education. So we are going to give you the real practical, real-world knowledge that you will need, that companies want you to have when they start working, and it means that NCI's graduates are very highly desired by companies, not just in Ireland, but globally. We have a focus on high quality education. We are a 5-star campus rated by QS Stars rating systems, and we also have a number of national and international program accreditations, such as ACCA for our bachelor degree in accounting and finance, and CIPD for our Masters in Human Resource Management. We offer a very high level of support to our students and in particular our international students. We have an amazing international support team. We support you with admissions, with a preparation program before you join, with a welcome program when you arrive in Ireland, and we continue that support and guidance throughout the entire journey at NCI. Our international support team were awarded with an education award, a national education award last year, in recognition of the very high level of support and engagement that we have with our students. NCI offers learning support services if you need a little bit of additional support with your learning. We have on-campus accommodation, and we have access to a medical centre, counselling service and free gym membership for all of our students. So you can see that we offer a huge level of support, of services and very practical assistance for you during your time at NCI. So we're very much here for you and with you during your time studying with us. Some of the best support we have at NCI is with our careers team, this fantastic group of people that you see on the screen here. They are an award-winning careers team. They've won several national awards in the last 10 years for the high level of support and success that we have at NCI with graduate employability. They run a very large number of careers events every year, and they will work with you on a one-to-one basis to prepare you for your job search and advise you on the different options that you have for working, especially in Ireland, but for your career path wherever you want to go in the world. You can see some examples of recent graduates from NCI on a programme basis and the high level of success that we have with their employability. So for example, the bachelor degree in computing has a 94% employment rate. This means that 94% of students were employed or in further study after 6 months of graduation. Accounting and finance is 100%, cloud computing is 89%, and HR management is 86%. And you can see on the screen the logos of just a small example of the companies that these graduates have gone to work with here in Ireland. So choosing NCI means choosing somewhere that has your career and your future at the very core of what we do, and the level of service that we offer and the success of our graduates speaks for itself, as you can see on this screen here. So let's look at the degree options that you have at NCI. Firstly, in our School of Business, we offer a number of undergraduate majors, including business, accounting and finance, human resource management, marketing practice and psychology. These programs all begin in September and they are 3 years in duration. And after your 3 years of study, you are eligible for a 1-year stay back or graduate working visa. At master's level, if you were looking for a master degree program, we have majors in management, international business, HR management, entrepreneurship, finance and marketing. These are all 1-year degree programs and they start in September. We also have some master's programs that start in January. When you complete a master's program in Ireland, you are eligible for a 2-year graduate work visa. So there's a fantastic opportunity for graduates from bachelor degrees to come to Ireland, come to NCI, study for just 1 year, and then stay and work in Ireland for 2 years post-graduation. If you are looking for a program in IT, we have several options for you. At undergraduate level, we have a degree in computing that offers 7 different specializations, including artificial intelligence, data science, cybersecurity. We also have specialized degrees in data science and technology management. These degrees are a little different to our School of Business degrees. They are 4 years in duration, and that's because they include a 6-month internship or work placement in year 3. So the duration of the degree is a little longer, but you get a chance to experience the working environment and potentially even make a very good contact so that you have a job for when you graduate with that same company. If you are a graduate of IT, so if you already have a bachelor degree in IT or in a closely related subject, you may be eligible for one of the master degree programs: cybersecurity, data analytics, cloud computing and fintech. These are quite specialised, so you must have the relevant background to enter these degrees. Again, they are 1 year in duration with a 2-year graduate work visa. If you're listening today and you want to study a tech qualification or an IT qualification, but you don't have a bachelor degree in this area, then we have a fantastic option for you, and that is our higher diploma in science in computing. This is a sort of conversion program or a master's pathway program. So if you come from a non-IT bachelor degree, you can take this program. It's 1 year in duration, and at the end of this program you have a choice. You can transfer to one of our master degrees, or you can graduate and take a 1-year graduate work visa and get your first taste of working experience in the IT sector in Ireland. It's a fantastic opportunity, and I would highly recommend that if you are interested in any of these programs, that you take a look at the NCI website, where you can find a lot more detail on exactly what the programs include, the modules that you will learn, and the expected career paths of graduates from these programs. Fees and scholarships at NCI are excellent. For our undergraduate programs, the fee is €10,000 per year, and we have a €2,000 per year scholarship. For the higher diploma, the fee is €12,000 per year, but with a €4,000 scholarship. And for master's programs, the fees are €15,000. It's a 1-year program. And we have academic scholarships of €2,000 or €4,000. And we currently have a 50% scholarship for our masters in entrepreneurship. So the first step for gaining a scholarship is to apply for your program, because all of our scholarships are automatically assessed and awarded during the application process. So first apply for your program, and then you will see the scholarship level that you have achieved. For citizens of Korea, because you don't require an entry visa for Ireland, you can pay €6,000 to confirm your place and register and start your program. And then the balance payment of your fee you can pay at the start of your 2nd semester. So you can delay the balance payment or delay the 2nd payment of your program, which may help some of you to manage the financial cost of studying abroad. You can also work part-time to contribute to your living expenses in Ireland. You can work for 20 hours a week, and the minimum wage in Ireland is quite high at €10.50 per hour. So there is an opportunity to work to make some money towards your living expenses. You would still need some savings to cover the larger expenses such as accommodation. Entry requirements for NCI you can see on the screen here. With your high school diploma and a 70% average, you can enter year one of our bachelor degrees. You do not need to complete a foundation programme to study at NCI, and that is maybe something that's a little different to other institutions in Ireland. So by coming to NCI, you can save yourself 1 year of study and also 1 year of cost of living in Ireland. For master degree programmes, you will need a bachelor degree with a GPA of around 3.2 out of 4.5. If you have a different kind of qualification that's not listed here, then please come to us and we can assess you and consider you on a case-by-case basis. As well as your academic qualification, you will also need to meet our English language requirements. We are currently accepting IELTS, TOEFL, PTE and Duolingo. Duolingo is very straightforward. You can complete it online. The results are available quickly and the cost is not too high. So you will need to take one of these assessments, and you can see here the level that is required for the programs that we offer. The final piece of today's presentation is to talk about what happens after graduation, and specifically the opportunities and what these sectors are like in Ireland that may be attractive to you or may be open to you when you graduate with either a business or an IT degree from NCI. So let's just remind ourselves about Ireland. Ireland is a very small country, just on the western part of Europe. We have a small population of just 5 million people, but for such a small country, we offer huge opportunity. Remember that we are home to over 1,200 multinational companies. We're the #1 destination for US tech companies. So if you are interested in starting your career in IT, Ireland is the place to be. We have over 430 financial services companies. So again, if you're interested in working in finance or accounting, Ireland is the place to be. What you can see on the screen here is just one example of the tech sector, the IT sector. These are all companies that are connected to or have some work in the area of fintech, financial technology. You can also see here some examples of companies connected to finance and banking. For example, Citibank, who have their European headquarters in Dublin, or Bank of America, who moved their EU banking headquarters from London to Dublin after Brexit. We have very large insurance companies, including Zurich, who have their cybersecurity hub in Dublin. And Ireland also is home to the big four accounting firms, EY, KPMG, Deloitte, PwC. So you can see that there are some fantastic companies all employing every type of graduate, whether you are tech, finance, marketing, HR, management, international business. There are opportunities for you to stay and gain some working experience in Ireland. Ireland offers very good starting salaries for graduates. This is an example of a recent Grad Ireland report or a survey of salaries for graduates in the country. You can see that top of the list are graduates in IT and technology who are earning on average a salary of around €32,000 per year. Banking, investment banking and financial services also have good earning potentials of over €30,000 per year. So there is definitely scope to remain in Ireland on a graduate working visa. There are fantastic companies that are here, and there are very, very good earning potentials for graduates, particularly in IT and in finance. Okay, so we are coming to the end of this presentation from National College of Ireland. Just to remind you, the things that you need to consider, and you really need to do some research and talk to the different institutions that you're connected with. Talk to them about the country. Why Ireland? We fully believe that Ireland is the best place in the world to study abroad, and all of our students who come to study with us have a wonderful experience that stays with them for life. Choose an institution to support you. You've seen today the support that's on offer from National College of Ireland, NCI. We're here ready to support you with everything from application to graduation. So please get in contact with us and we'll be very happy to advise you on the best options for you. Choose a degree to empower you. Don't just look at the degree title. Go to the website, read the degree content and ensure that you are selecting something which is going to be interesting for you and which is going to give you the career path that you want. And then finally, look forward to the future. Choose somewhere that will support you with that career journey and that career research that you need to do, and you can work with the fantastic careers team at NCI. And look at the opportunities to stay and work in Ireland, because I think that this will convince you that Ireland is definitely a high contender for your study abroad destination. What's next? What's next is that you should make your application through PrestigeYuHack. There is still time to apply for this September 2022. We have places on most programs, but you will need to be quick and gather your application soon. There is no application fee for NCI. We are also accepting applications for January 2023, and we'll see you soon in Dublin. We'll be here waiting for you. We're very excited to see more students from Korea coming to study at NCI, and we know that it will be a fantastic choice for you that you will certainly not regret. So choose Ireland, choose NCI, and I'll see you in Dublin soon.
I am the International Student Recruitment Manager at Griffith College. If we can tell you a little bit about Griffith College, we were established in 1974. We're Ireland's largest private third-level education provider, and we have campuses in Dublin, Cork and Limerick, which are Ireland's first, second and third largest cities. We have 7,000 students, we have over 100 nationalities and over 140 global partnerships. And right now in the world, there are 35,000 alumni of Griffith College all over the world. When we talk about why study in Griffith College, well, generally we start with why study in Ireland. We are an English-speaking country and we have very affordable fees, especially when you compare with other destinations like the US or the UK or Australia. The quality of our education is second to none. And so wherever you choose in Ireland, you can be sure that you have made a good choice. While students are here, of course, you're allowed to work part-time. This is very helpful in helping you cover the daily costs of living. But more importantly, when you graduate, we have something called a graduate visa scheme or a 1G scheme. And it means you get the opportunity to stay back in Ireland and start your career. But we hope maybe the most important thing is that Ireland is a country full of friendly and welcoming people, whether you're coming for study or business or travel. We like to extend a warm welcome to all our visitors. So yeah, please do come and enjoy that warm welcome. So what do we offer at Griffith College? Well, we offer programs at bachelor degree level and at master degree level. We also have a foundation program also for students who need it. At bachelor degree level, you can study law or business, that's business and marketing, or human resource management. You can study accountancy, hospitality, computing science. In our School of Journalism, we have communications, visual media, film and TV production, photography. You can do music production or audio music technology. We have animation. And then in our design faculty, we have fashion design, interior architecture, and graphic design communication. So whether you're into business or computing, if you're a creative type or a communicative type, we have lots of cool programs for you. And with the exception of computing science, all of our honours degree programs can be completed in as little as 3 years. So that's 1 year's less tuition fees, 1 year less living expenses, and 1 year sooner to be out in society working and enjoying a good life. At master's level, well, our biggest group of programs is in GBS. That's our graduate business school. We have an MBA, an MSc in International Business Management, MSc in International Hospitality and Tourism Management, Procurement and Supply Chain Management, International Pharmaceutical Business Management, Global Brand Management, and International Business and Law. So depending on your background, depending on what you are interested in, one or more of those programs might be of interest to you. I suppose the second largest faculty at postgraduate level is our Faculty of Computing Science. There we run 3 master's programs, MSc in Software Development, MSc in Network and Information Security, and MSc in Big Data Management and Analytics. So those programs are for learners who already have a bachelor's degree in computing or IT related field. If you don't have a degree in computing or an IT related field, then you can come and study our higher diploma in computing science. This is a 1-year program. It's level 8. You can use it to catch up on all the coding skills you need in computing science and look for a job on the 1G visa, or you can use it as a stepping stone to one of the masters I mentioned a little bit earlier. For the next, bunch of programs. Well, we also have masters in journalism. So we have journalism and media communications, journalism and public relations, radio and TV journalism, and also scoring for film, TV, and interactive media. In our Faculty of Law, we have 3 LLMs, LLM in International Law, Commercial Law, and Human Rights Law. And then in our Faculty of Science and Technology, we have Pharmaceutical Business and Technology and Digital Transformation. For all of our master's programs, they have a September start and a February start. So if you miss September, be ready for February. If you miss February, it's only a few more months again until September. So get your application in, and you can always aim for the next intake. So how much does it cost? Well, studying a master's at Griffith College is usually €14,000, or they're the tuition fees. We have 3 programs which are different. That's our science and technology programs, pharmaceutical, business technology, digital transformation, and our MA in scoring for film and interactive digital media. Those fees are different. You can see the price below. But for the rest of the masters, they're €14,000. On top of that, there are 20% scholarships available depending on your GPA from your degree. And if you're a student who happens to be already in Ireland, there's up to another €1,500 available in fee reductions. If you're doing a bachelor's degree or indeed the foundation program, the fees there are €12,000. But again, if you're studying a bachelor degree, we have scholarships up to 35%. And again, if you're in Ireland, there's an additional €1,000 fee reduction possible for you there too. If you're doing foundation and you're somebody coming with excellent marks, then there's up to 75% in scholarships and bursaries available for you. So I mentioned a little bit earlier on that, of course, you're allowed to work while you are studying, which is very helpful for your day-to-day expenses and maybe doing some nice things like travel, etc. But the real goal is to get a good job after you graduate. So for all of our level 8 programs and all of our level 9 programs, that's honours bachelor degree programs and master's degree programs, they make the graduate eligible for the 1G visa. So if you've completed a level 8 honours bachelor degree, then you get your 1G visa for 12 months. If you've completed a level 9 or a master's degree, then you get 24 months. So during this time, you're allowed to look for a job the same as an Irish man or woman beside you, and your employer can hire you without any need to file for a work permit. So it's very, very easy to apply and just get your first job during your 1G visa. If you get the job that you want to stay in, your employer wants to sponsor you, then there are some and there are some different forms, etc., to fill out. But getting a work permit for somebody, especially if they have Korean language skills, should be navigable if both employer and employee are willing. How about where do you live? Well, if you come to us in Dublin, then we have Griffith Halls of Residence, nearly 700 beds available there. If you come to Cork, we will help with accommodation, as we will with Limerick also. But my advice to all of you is, when you are picking your place to study, at the same time, make a plan of where you're going to live. So no need to, wait for your offer, wait to register before you start looking for somewhere to live. Start looking for somewhere to live straight off, and Griffith College, as I say, has Griffith Halls of Residence in Dublin, which is convenient and very, very nice place to live. So that's it, short and sweet. Thank you very much for listening to my presentation, and I hope to see some of you in Dublin, Cork, or Limerick soon.
Hello to all participants at the second Study in Ireland Fair that I hosted by Prestigieuhag. My name is Trista Huang, and I work in the international office here at National University of Ireland, Galway. And today I'm going to give you a quick introduction about National University of Ireland, Galway. So first, I'll play a video to show you the university, campus life, and the surrounding area in Galway.
Welcome to the National University of Ireland, Galway. The place that rewards everything you are, the university of you, for you. Your campus, where you work hard and play hard, where you are surrounded by history and are part of a campus re-engineering for a sustainable future, right in the heart of Galway City. Your research, where you think hard and explore hard, where innovation is driven and purpose is discovered, with world-class research facilities and strong industry partnerships. Your student life, where you laugh hard and you run hard, where your fun happens and your friendships are made. 110 societies, 50 clubs, and state-of-the-art sporting facilities. Your support, where you land hard and you get up again, where you can depend on us to help you along the way with career development, disability support, financial advice, and access support. Your education, where you learn hard and where you explore infinite possibilities, where your performance excels, your passions are explored, and your achievements are rewarded, where you become, with over 70 undergraduate courses and inspiring minds for 175 years. This is your future. This is NUI Galway.
So you can see that's a very beautiful campus and a very beautiful place in a beautiful city, Galway. So that is National University of Ireland, Galway. So I'll then take you through a little bit about Ireland and Galway as a study destination, to tell you more about the university and some useful information when you apply to National University of Ireland, Galway. So if you haven't considered Ireland as a study destination, then the first question is, why Ireland? So first, Ireland is the only English-speaking country in the Eurozone, and Ireland is one of the friendliest and safest countries to study in the world. Ireland is also globally connected at the edge of Europe, so we are home to the headquarters of many high-profile global companies like Google, Apple, Facebook, and Twitter. So this is just a handful of companies that we have here in Ireland. But I'll tell you a bit more about the company that are located in Galway. So in terms of research opportunities, a lot of students are coming here for postgraduate programs like master and PhD. So Ireland government invests heavily in research for students. And also there is also a stay back option for international students when they complete their degree in Ireland. So for undergraduate, if they could stay and work in Ireland for up to a year. And for postgraduate, they could stay and work in Ireland for up to 2 years. So this actually gives international students a great opportunity to find a job after university. And then they'll have the opportunity to gain some working experience at first as well. So next, I'm going to tell you about the city of Galway. But before we go to the next slide, you can see a map here on the right-hand side of this slide. This actually show you where Galway is. So Galway has a great location in Ireland. It's situated just 2 hours from Dublin. We are on the Wild Atlantic Way. This is the coastal route from north to south, and it's one of the longest in the world. There are also good links between Galway and the rest of the countries. So it takes about 2 hours to get to the capital, and there is also good rail and bus service linking the city to the rest of the country. So why Galway? Galway is the fourth largest city in Ireland, and it's a European Capital of Culture 2020. As I have shown you in the last slide, Galway is located at the edge of Atlantics, and it's in the middle of a Wild Atlantic Way. So Galway is an incredible, vibrant, charming city. In fact, New York Times actually dubbed Galway as Ireland's most charming city. And the US Travel and Leisure magazine also voted Galway as the world's most friendly destination. It's small and safe. Galway is the ultimate student-friendly city and is a true warm and welcoming Irish experience. Galway is also renowned as a cultural hub with world-class festival and world-renowned artists calling the city home. So you can see here are some of the pictures of Galway city and the surrounding area. So the picture in the top left corner is the famous long walk near the Galway Bay. If you know the song called Galway Glow by Ed Sheeran, you will recognize the houses which I just filmed here. And the picture on the right, top right corner and bottom left corner is the Galway Street, City Street. And also you can see the River Court on the bottom right corner. So now I'll tell you a little bit about the university. So National University of Ireland is one of the oldest and largest universities in Ireland that was founded in 1845. So the university is at the heart of a distinct and vibrant region. It's renowned for its unique culture and creative industry, medical technology, marine ecology, and economy and our innovation. The university has 4 colleges. So it's College of Art, Social Science, and Celtic Studies, College of Business, Public Policy and Law, College of Medicine, Nursing, and Health Science, and also College of Science and Engineering. Later, I'll also give you an introduction in terms of each school and each college. So National University of Ireland Galway will offer over 70 undergraduate programs and 170 postgraduate programs to over 18,500 students. And the National University of Ireland Galway has also been named Irish University of the Year 2022 in this year's Sunday Times Good Universities Guide. National University is also recognized the top 2% university in the QS World University ranking. So today, the main campus has over 90 buildings on 105 hectares of land situated on the banks of the River Cork. Here's some of the teaching buildings like Science of Engineering, and there's also a gym facility available in the campus. So here's an overview of each college and school. So you can see the College of Medicine, Nursing, Health and Science. There's a School of Health Science, School of Medicine, School of Nursing and Midwifery. And College of Art, Social Science and Celtic Studies include School of Psychology, Education, Geography, Archaeology, Irish Studies, and also Political Science, Sociology, English and Creative Arts, History, Philosophy, Language and Literature and Culture. And then College of Science and Engineering, so it has School of Chemistry, School of Computer Science, School of Engineering, Mathematics, Statistics and Applied Mathematics, Natural Science and School of Physics. And College of Business, Public Policy and Law, so it has School of Business and Economics, School of Law, and also Shannon College of Hotel Management that is situated in Shannon. So employment in Galway after the student finish their study is a real possibility. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the presentation, Galway is one of the world's leading global MedTech hub. So we have many nationals based here in the city, and some are more based in other cities in Ireland as well. So if the student they study at National University of Galway for a year-long master course, they will be eligible for the 2-year stay-back visa scheme, which will allow the student to remain in Ireland for employment. So during the study, there's also plenty of opportunity to network with employees. So National University of Galway, of Ireland, Galway, has many strong industrial links, and each course hosts guest lecture from local companies. Some courses offer industrial placement, while other courses allow students to take on the role of a consultant and work directly with an assigned real-life company to address like specific problem and develop research-based solution. There's also a career development center that can help students like one-to-one to prepare the student for life after learning. So they also provide workshop on CV writing, interview skill, and career guidance, so the student can get the support they need. And there's also a large career fair event once a year where students they get to meet the prospective employees who wish to hire new graduates. So it's a great way to network. The National University of Ireland Galway has also many industrial partners across all disciplines. So studying at National University of Ireland Galway actually provides the student with very excellent opportunity to excel their career, both during and after their study. So here's what I mentioned: the city, the company, the MedTech company that actually situated in Galway. So you can see there's a lot of company just situated around outside the campus. And here's a list of IT tech company that are actually based in Galway. So the number one here is the university. So you can see there's lots of IT tech company that are situated in Galway, where we offer, we partner and also offer the student with placement opportunity. So the student life in Galway, I'm going to tell you more in terms of student life in Galway. So Galway has a large international community than any other city in Ireland, according to the most recent census. So National University of Ireland Galway is home to almost 4,000 international students from about 110 different countries. So make us the most international city in Ireland. So our international focus is inspired by our location in Galway as a diverse city with a tradition of reaching out to the world. So there are student support service and dedicated international students officer available to support our international students. There's also Safe Campus initiative is also designed to raise awareness about maintaining a safe campus and raising awareness of personal safety wherever the student is. There are also over 150 clubs and society to join, as well as student volunteering opportunities. So there's also opportunity for students to get involved with student ambassador program and education in Ireland to share experience with other international students. So we also hold a number of rooms in our on-campus accommodation for international students each year. So there are 2 on-campus accommodation options, Corpse Village and Goldcrest Village. There are also 8 privately owned student residency located just off campus, but within very easy reach of the university. There are also scholarships available for international students from €1,000 fee waiver to almost 150% fee waiver, depending on program and level. The information on the website, the information about the scholarship will be published every year on the website. So please check the university website for more information. So thank you. So that's all my presentation about National University of Ireland Galway. So please follow our social media channel for more updates. So I hope to see you in Galway soon. Thank you.
especially to our friends, students, parents, and partners from South Korea. My name is Jack Mun. I'm the Director of Asia for Technological University of the Shannon Midland Midwest TUS in Ireland. So just to let you know, this is the island of Ireland, and our university is in the Midlands and the Midwest of the region. So we have the altogether about 6 campuses. We are a newly established the technological university, merged from 2 very privileged institutions. One is the Limerick Institute of Technology, and the other one is called Athlone Institute of Technology. At the moment, we have 14,000 students, and they are coming from more than 100 different countries and places in the world. We have the regional university network within Europe, especially in the European Union. So we have a lot of opportunities to do the exchange program with different European universities during our academic year. Just want to show you something about our campus. We have the nursing building, we have the engineering building, we have the business building, and the very famous science and the life physical science. The sports arena is a top-level world-class running track, and we have a huge gym for our students and the staff to use. At the moment, we have 4 different faculties, especially in the Athlone campus: the Faculty of Business and Hospitality, the Faculty of Science and Health, the Faculty of Engineering and Informatics, and the Faculty of Continued Online Learning. In Ireland, most of the bachelor degree course is 4 years. It also can be divided from 3 years, a level 7 degree course, and do a top-up to become a level 8 degree course, which we call the honors bachelor degree. Some of the 4 years can be also divided into 2 + 1 + 1. This gives a lot of flexibility to our students during the 4 years to complete the degree course in Ireland. Some of my courses, first in the Business and Hospitality School, we have a very famous 3-year accounting course. This is not only a little bit shorter than other courses, this is also have the recognition from ACCA, 9 subjects out of its totally 13 subjects, sorry. So this is the higher level of the accountancy degree course, and is very popular, especially for Asian students. Secondly, we have the International Business course, General Business course, and a very famous Digital Marketing course in Ireland. Move to our hospitality school. As we are in the Midlands of Ireland, there are a lot of opportunities for placement and the future job opportunities for our graduate. We have a very famous hospitality management, very interesting bar supervision, hotel leisure and management course. And in the middle section, you can see we also have the culinary arts course. Yes, it is to do with cooking food and become a chef. This is a huge job opportunity in Ireland to become a famous chef. Under the sports management, as in Ireland, we spend a lot of time, a lot of focuses on sports. So managing big sports events become a very good job, and it's a big task as well. In Asia as well, in many different cities, for example, in Seoul, every year you would have the marathon course and the different sports activities, especially if it's international. You do need professional people to managing those sports events. Move to science and health. As mentioned earlier on the middle section here is called sports science. It is a little bit different from what I just promoted, the sports management. This is to give you a chance to become a sports scientist. It's more like you're working with professional athletes to prove their capabilities, performance, and also to help them prevent from injuries. And on the social science part, our 4-year psychology course, I should say applied psychology course, is a certified course in Ireland. This is not only recognized by the authorities and also have a very good word of mouth from students and parents. The early child care and education is a very hot topic recent years, especially in Asia. We also have a 4-year degree in this area. Move to life science. As you might know, in Ireland, it's very famous on the side of pharmaceutical science, drug delivery, development, etc. Top 15 pharmaceutical companies, there are 10 of them are established or having their research center in Ireland. So this gives a huge industry environment in Ireland, and it gives our universities a lot of resources to develop the course, give students laboratory work, placement, and also future job opportunities. As you can see, we have so many courses here about biotechnology, microbiology, pharmaceutical science, etc. A lot of them are around the industry of pharmaceutical science. Moving to engineering and informatics, software development is always a very hot topic if you search Ireland. Ireland is now the second biggest software exporting country in the world. As you can see from the screen, software can be divided into so many areas. For us, TUS, we are very specialized in mobile apps, cloud computing, especially on the security. You probably would know the famous online short video app called TikTok spent $5 million to establish its cloud center in Ireland from 2020. And also on the VR and AR technology, Ireland is very advanced. And also on the computer engineering side, it's really about what we call the network and the computer's hardware. You need software to develop the hardware, but you also need to develop the hardware. The other part of the engineering school, first we have the traditional construction sector, like the civil engineering, we have the quantity surveying, and also the construction management. On the right-hand side, we have the very traditional, what we call the mechanical and the polymer. Mechanical engineering in Ireland, especially in TUS, has a long-standing history. It works with polymer, what we call the material science, to develop different materials for the industries, especially for the pharmaceutical science industries. So since 1970, when our Athlone campus was established, mechanical engineering was one of the earliest and the most famous course from the region. So there are so many students actually came to Athlone campus of TUS to study mechanical engineering and later moved to master and PhD level to do research about material, especially on the polymer side. In the middle section of the screen, you can see design and music. Yes, it is design, and especially on the art part, graphic design, digital design. It's about the visual. It is purely arts during the 4-year degree course. However, if you're moving to the master level, you do have the option of stay with the art design, or you can slightly change your focus, but also still on the design side, but you can move to what we call engineering design. Student life is very exciting in Ireland. First of all, if you study at TUS, different campuses, the living cost, especially on the accommodation, is significantly cheaper than those major cities like the capital city, Dublin, and the western city, Galway. So for the similar, or even I can say better living quality, you only spend half of the rental fee for those places if you choose in TUS. And we have supporting our student system. For example, we have the academic writing center on campus, especially to help our students to develop their research paper or even those daily assignment writing skills up to the standard. This I found particularly helpful to even myself and so many of the Asian students whose first language is not English. So our lectures from the Academic Writing Center would help you to phrase the words, to structure the writing, to help you to get a better grade. And we do help different students who has different disabilities. Sports and societies, we have more than 100 different societies on campus. Sports plays huge role on the campus life. So if you do a lot of sports, it is the right place to go. If you did not do a lot of sports, I'm sure you will start some sports if you come to us. In Ireland, after 4 years of study, your degree parchment will showing what's your achievement, whether this is 1.1 or 2.1 qualification, will open up more job and postgraduate opportunities for you. This is a worldwide recognized qualification and will give you a bigger platform in the global to fund your career in the future. And thank you for listening. This is a very short presentation, but I hope you have an idea about Technological University of the Shannon, Midland, Midwest. My name is Jack, and I hope you can reach out to our partners in South Korea. And if you have any questions, you can ask them or ask me directly. Thank you very much.
My name is David Maroney. I'm from Dublin International Foundation College here in Ireland. I would like to welcome you all here today to the Study in Ireland Fair in Seoul, South Korea. So greetings from Ireland. I'm just going to give you introduction now about Ireland and also the programs we offer. But I do believe that the areas of pharmacy, business and engineering are of interest to the students, to you that are here today. So our college here in Ireland offers pathways through the science stream for the pharmacy students into top universities in Ireland and UK, including Cork UCC, which is ranked in the top 50 universities in the world for pharmacy. And we also have the pathways for business students and also for engineering students through our pathway programs as well. Firstly, I will give you some information about Ireland, where our college is located, and then I will go on to our college DIFC and the pathway programs we offer exclusively for non-EU students. Okay, just to give you some information to begin about Ireland. Ireland is located right beside the UK. Ireland used to be owned by the UK for many hundreds of years until 1922, when there was a war of independence in Ireland, which Ireland won to become a separate independent country from the UK. When the UK owned Ireland for those hundreds of years, the language in Ireland, the native language here is English. So today, Ireland is the only native English language speaking country in the EU since the UK's exit from Brexit last year. Ireland is a very friendly country. It's a very safe environment for students. There's many good job opportunities in Ireland for students after they finish their degree courses. Many of the top American IT companies, Intel, Dell, Gateway, IBM, Google, have their European headquarters based in Ireland, and also pharmaceuticals and financial services as well. There's many job opportunities here in Ireland with many of the top European and German bank financial institutions based in the International Financial Services Centre in Dublin. Ireland also has the stay-back study visa, which is very important. So when students, international students, finish their undergraduate degree programme at university here in Ireland, they're allowed to stay here in Ireland for up to 1 year to look for a full-time job. Just to explain to you now about our college, Dublin International Foundation College. Our college is the largest university foundation college here in Ireland, exclusively for non-EU students. We offer foundation programs in the areas of business, science, engineering and medicine. We have 2 intakes each year. Our main intake starts in September. This is a 9-month program. It finishes after 1 academic year at the beginning of June. And our second intake starts in January. This is a shorter, more intensive program run over 7 months. So the students will complete the same syllabus as the September students, but over shorter time. So the students will have more classes per week. In 2004, DIFC entered into an exclusive agreement with an organisation in Manchester, UK called NCUK, Northern Consortium UK. This was a group of 16 universities in the UK, including Russell Group universities, top universities in the UK like Bristol University, ranked number 34 in the world, Manchester University, Sheffield, Liverpool, Leeds universities, all top universities. So the agreement that DIFC entered into with NCUK back in 2004 was to be their exclusive delivery partner of the NCUK Foundation programs here in Ireland. So we have been running the NCUK Foundation programs in Ireland since January 2005, and we have just signed another 5-year extension to that agreement for exclusivity for Ireland. And just to explain, the foundation programs we offer are very specific to what the student wants to study when they go to university. So for example, students who want to study a business-related degree course at university would join our Business Foundation Year programme at DIFC. This course would consist of 6 subjects. The first subject, which is compulsory for all foundation programs, is the EAP module. EAP is English for academic purposes, and because all of our students are not native English speakers, this course is on all programs. As well as the EAP module, the business students will be taught business-related subjects like business organisation, economics, law, mathematics, computers, and EAP. So it's very specific for the programme the student wants to go on to study their degree at university after DIFC. So the students will be taught the same subjects at DIFC that they will be taught on year one of their degree at university. So they're prepared to do well on their year one exams because they've already studied the same subjects at DIFC on the foundation year the year before. Okay. The same for students who want to study science-related degree courses at universities. They would join our science foundation year. Instead of business subjects, obviously, the students will be taught science-related subjects instead, like physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, further maths, and again, EAP. And the same for the engineering students, and then the same for health science, which is specific to students that want to study either medicine or dentistry. So our health science programme is our most popular course, as DIFC is the only college here in Ireland that has a medical foundation year programme based in Dublin City, which is the capital of Ireland, where DIFC is located. Okay, we also have a full-time university placement manager in the college. Her name is Anna. And Anna's job is to give one-to-one counselling with each of our students individually once they have finished the first semester of their foundation course. So for example, once our September students finish their first semester exams at the end of January, Anna will make one-to-one appointments with each student individually to meet with them in her office. She will have the students' first semester results and a report from the student's program manager. She will then be able to advise the student which of the NCUK partner universities, both here in Ireland and also in the UK, she would advise they make their application to based on the subject they want to study at university and also their first semester results, because we need to make sure that each student gets placed into this relevant university partner based on their grades on the foundation year. So for example, a student who has all A grades on their first semester exams, they will obviously have a lot more options. All the top university options in Ireland and UK will be on the table for them to make their applications. A student with slightly lower grades, B's and C's, would have other university options, not the top ones, but slightly lower, because they're the grades those universities will look for entry to the degree course in September when they leave DIFC. And then for weaker students whose grades may be slightly lower, like C grades and D's, Anna will help advise accordingly which of our partners she will help them make their applications to. Because each student is allowed to make a maximum of 3 university applications in total. So we need to make sure each student, based on their ability and grades after first semester exams, are applying to the correct partners to make sure when they leave DIFC in the summer, they have a place at one of the partner universities to begin their degree course at in September in Ireland or in the UK. So all of this help we give, each student will receive back 3 conditional offers from the 3 universities we help them apply to. So each student will have first choice, second choice, third choice offers. So then once their final foundation results are confirmed after they finish the foundation year in the summer, they will then know from their overall foundation grades which of the universities they will be joining in September. Is it their first choice, their second choice, or their third choice once they meet the entry requirements for that selected university? And all of this help that we give each of our students individually is the reason why last year we had 96% university placement rate for all the students that studied foundation programme at DIFC. So 96% of our students were placed onto one of our partner universities based on their foundation grades. You may ask about the other 4% who did not get placed, but in general, when you have 160 non-EU students studying in a college here in Ireland so far from home, you're always going to get a small number, maybe 5 or 6 out of that cohort each year that for family reasons or homesick will not finish the programme. But in general, nearly all of our students last year, 96% of our students were placed onto one of our partner universities based on their grades. And that's the whole reason why DIFC is here. We're a pathway college after the student finished their high school to get them the offer to get into the good university for their degree course. And that's what we offer here at DIFC. Dublin International Foundation College, we also offer a pre-master's programme, and in the case of postgraduate students, they're allowed to stay in Ireland for 2 years after they finish their master's programme at university in Ireland. We look forward to hearing from you and hopefully welcoming you to our college here in Dublin, Ireland. Thank you.